All right, I'm going to pivot to the Kansas City Chiefs, a team I have a tumultuous relationship, shall we say, with their fan base, right? It works this way. I say something incendiary about the Chiefs, a hot take, something that I believe in, and they yell at me and then laugh at me when the Chiefs deliver. Funny thing, though, haven't heard from any of those guys in Kansas City since the Eagles flattened them in the Super Bowl. I haven't heard from any of them. And if you remember, we were in New Orleans for the show. I predicted the Eagles could run away with it. It looked prescient. I got a lot of YouTube views and Instagram. People were loving me for the Super Bowl prediction. Haven't heard from the Eagles fans lately. So we've had some NFL guys come on this week, talk about gambling, Adam Chernoff, Chris Felica. And the wheels started turning last night when I started to drill down on the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'll start with this. The offseason is when you improve your roster and fix issues, plug holes. Have you guys seen the Kansas City Chiefs offseason? They haven't done a damn thing. Their biggest signing, because we know the offensive line is a train wreck. It was in the Super Bowl. Then they traded Joe Thuney, who was a guard who they moved outside. Their biggest signing was Jaylon Moore. Who? Fifth rounder out of Western Michigan, who was a backup in San Francisco. A backup. Now, he's behind Trent Williams, which is kind of, understandable. Trent Williams, one of the best left tackles in the league. But I think he had 5 starts last season. That's it. He's going to be their new left tackle. This is how desperate the Chiefs were last year on the offensive line. They tried 4 different guys at left tackle. Thuney ended up being the best at the end of the season, but they moved off of him. He's now in Chicago. So that's the biggest issue I've had with the Chiefs. They have not improved at all. And, I love Travis Kelce. Me and my family like Taylor Swift. We went to see Taylor Swift in concert. I like Travis Kelce a lot. He's a Hall of Famer. He's coming off his worst season as a pro. He's 35, turns 36 in October. Travis Kelce, career low 3 touchdown catches. If you look, you could draw a direct line. It was like basically the stock market on Monday. Right down. Travis Kelce's career stats, right down. Folks, I like Kelce. Do you remember his last 3 playoff games last year? He's a ghost, invisible, didn't do a damn thing. Showed well in the opener against Houston. After that, nothing, non-factor. He's the safety valve for Patrick Mahomes. And I know what you're saying. We get Rashee Rice back. Okay, we'll wait to see if there's a suspension. We'll wait to see if he gets in more trouble in the next 5 months. But then I saw the really big issue with Kansas City. So last year, they went 11-0 in one-score games. Historic stuff. You don't see 11-0 in one-score games. And the staff pointed out to me this morning, Jay, it's not just 11-0 in one-score. They couldn't blow out anybody. They had the worst point differential of a 15-win team in NFL history. But it gets better. 2 teams in their division who finished behind them, the Chargers and Broncos, had a bigger point differential than the Kansas City Chiefs. What's that telling you? That the Chiefs are unable to blow teams out anymore because they don't have the horses. They're just not that good. They do have, however, Mahomes and Reid, arguably one of the best quarterback-coach combos after Belichick and Brady in NFL history. That can only carry you so far. And you guys know, if you've gambled at all, one-score games historically flip year to year. Just a little tidbit, the Denver Broncos went 1-6 in one-score games. So if the Broncos flip that and are, 4-3 next year, 3 extra wins, they might take the division. I think the Chargers are probably going to win that division this year. And what happens if Kansas City goes from 11-0 in one-score games to, 4-7? Oh, wait a minute. Now we're looking at like an 8 or 9 win team in Kansas City. And I'm not saying they're in deep trouble, because obviously they're very good. But if you look at the AFC, the worst teams in the AFC are getting better. Tennessee is for sure going to get better with a rookie quarterback, Cam Ward. The New England Patriots added Mike Vrabel, who's an excellent coach. His record needs no introduction. They're going to be much better, the New England Patriots. Cowherd loves them. He's starting to convince me that they're a playoff team. We know the Raiders are going to be better with a real professional head coach in Pete Carroll. And they got a better quarterback at Geno Smith. Here are the Chiefs' opponents. At home, little edge being at Arrowhead. They have to face the Ravens, the Lions, the Texans. Those are all playoff teams. The Colts, who were 8-9, and the Eagles and Commanders, who were playoff teams last year and met in the NFC Championship. That's a daunting schedule. Now, on the road, they get a poo-poo platter of the Cowboys, Jags, Giants. They should clean those up. The Buffalo game obviously will be huge. Guys, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to be real. You look at the last 3 years. Kansas City has played 10 playoff games. That's more than half another season. We see this in the NBA all the time. When you make a run to the finals 2-3 years in a row, that following year, you're drained. The bodies are breaking down. The players are wearing down. And it's very, very difficult to keep that sustainability going. I'm making the call here. It's mid-April, before the draft. I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are a playoff team next year. And I don't think they're cratering to like a 6-7 win team. But, guys, 9 wins might not make the playoffs in the AFC. Nine, you're fine probably in the NFC. But 9 in the AFC, when you got the Patriots on the come up? Obviously, the Bills are going nowhere. We know the Ravens are good. Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud, they'll win the division. I think the Chargers win the division. And I think the Bengals, who won 9 games, then still have, Joe Burrow. And Cowherd's convinced me the Patriots are a playoff team, and I'll go Denver Broncos. Kansas City Chiefs missing the playoffs. Go ahead, screen grab it, save it, tag whoever the hell you want. I'm on record. April 2025, Kansas City Chiefs, no playoffs next season. So, Alex, I decided to choose violence here early on a Friday morning.
Yeah, what? I'm over here just shaking my head. It's still the Kansas City Chiefs. They're still a dynasty. Yes, they laid an egg in the Super Bowl, but it's still Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest quarterbacks in our game right now, and Andy Reid, the best quarterback-coach duo.
That's fair. I can
what?
understand.
They have the most experience. People still can't figure out a way to beat them, especially in the postseason, unless you're the Eagles and your defense just absolutely wins the championship. Chiefs are getting to the playoffs.
Disagreement? Okay, well, make sure you add Alex's, toss it on the fire, another log on the fire for when the Chiefs fail this upcoming season. All right? TJ Watt's kind of a bull, right? Gosh, I love that guy. He's an animal coming off the edge. One of the best edge rushers in the league. If Max Crosby of the Raiders is watching, sorry, I think TJ Watt's just a little better. I need to keep saying that because we got Raiders guys on staff who are like, J-Mac, lay off. When you tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite. Anyways, TJ Watt's a really good football player, man. I'm the idiot who last summer, hosting the Herd for Colin, came on and said, you want some hot takes for the summer? I would trade TJ Watt. I would start over. We don't have a quarterback. We're going nowhere. Trade him. Get a haul before you got to pay him, before he gets too old, before he gets injured again. Steelers fans did not like it. And then the season came, and Justin Fields started good, and Russell Wilson was cooking. And all I'm getting is just an avalanche, a torrent of, you're an idiot, Y-O-U-R, poop emoji, you don't know anything, you don't know ball, all that stuff. Okay, fine. So here we are in April of 2025. And if you follow TJ Watt on the gram, he posted a cryptic IG story. And here it is on the screen. TJ Watt throwing up the deuces. Peace. What does it mean? Does it mean I'm out? Does it mean, hey, what's up, people? I haven't checked in a while. I'm alive. What could it mean? Well, I don't know. It could mean a lot of things. It could also mean that he's pissed off that he doesn't have a new contract. And Myles Garrett just got paid. And I looked into this last night, folks. TJ Watt is grossly underpaid as an edge rusher, okay? Some of these guys making as much as him or more than him, he's like 5th or 6th highest paid heading into the season. And just so happens this is his final year in Pittsburgh. So he's angling for a new contract. This would not be new ground. We've seen wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, everybody. Kyler Murray scrubs his Instagram. By the way, we're doing a Kyler Murray topic later. You're going to love it. Kyler Murray scrubs his Instagram, basically disassociating himself with the team. He gets his new deal. Micah Parsons angling for a new deal. Myles Garrett asked for a trade, got his new deal. Trey Hendrickson in Cincinnati. Oh, that's a mess. So TJ Watt wants a new deal. So, we're batting around some ideas on the Steelers. And wouldn't you know it, their last playoff win came in 2017, January of 2017. They beat the Dolphins, and their quarterback was a gentleman named Matt Moore. I just hired him to do my taxes for this upcoming season, okay? Matt Moore. That was who the Steelers last beat in a playoff game. They haven't been a legitimate Super Bowl contender in about 15 years. I love TJ Watt. He's a menace off the edge. They should have traded him a year ago. You guys know one of my favorite quotes about rebuilding. Hey, when's the best time to rebuild? Last year. It's like, when's the best time to plant a tree? Last year. They're late to the party now. And Pittsburgh kind of up the creek without a paddle. Guys, have you looked at what Watt is going to command? He's going to want $30 million. So the idea of trading him, hey, do you want TJ Watt? Sure. We're not giving up a first and then paying him $30 million a year. No way. So now the value is down. Listen, I beat up the Cowboys with this yesterday. At some point, these teams have to get smarter and realize, oh, this is coming down the road. Let me nip it in the bud. I've got to not wait until the end, because when you wait, you end up paying more. And I don't know that Pittsburgh has an easy out here. You don't want to anger TJ Watt, who I think clearly is the most popular player on the team. I don't think his trade value is sky high, and you guys are going to scoff at that, but I'm sorry, that's the reality. The economics are, I'm not giving up the number 3 pick or the number 8 pick or whatever it is, and then I've got to pay this guy $30 million a year. That's financial suicide. So I think the Steelers are kind of stuck here. They're waiting for Aaron Rodgers. They're trying to get TJ Watt done. Mike Tomlin, hey, maybe you should have left last year instead of come back to this mess. The Steelers right now could be right down there with the Browns in one of the toughest divisions in the AFC. Let's go to Alex Curry with the news.